Hi there, I'm going to make some milk tart. Right, this recipe comes from an old lady, and for reasons of my forgetfulness, we're going to call it Tansani because that's a cool South African auntie's name. We're going to make biscuit dough. For the plain biscuit dough, you need butter, sugar, flour, and egg. It's just a custard tart. We're going to need milk, glug, butter, eggs, sugar, and corn flour. Then you're going to need some cinnamon. Now, we go to my handy dandy. Let's pull it closer so it's a little bit more practical. Handy dandy Kenwood. This, by the way, beautiful old machine, made in 1957. Alright, works like a charm. It's an amazing, reliable machine. So I still love it. Alright, butter, sugar, flour together. Drop it down and put it slowly whilst you walk the spray paint my kitchen. Still spray paints in my kitchen. Fuck. You leave the machine going until you get a nice crumbly effect there. You break your eggs into it. 1, 2 eggs. Let me give you the recipe quick that I'm using today. To bring back the science lesson, the sum of the butter plus the sugar equals the flour. Mix the eggs until there's a dough formed. So I'm using 250 grams of sugar, 250 grams of flour, 250 grams of sugar, 250 grams of butter, and 500 grams of flour. Then I'm putting 2 eggs in. Mix it until you form a dough. Your base is ready to go. It'll be stable and you'll be able to line your tart out nicely. Just going to make a nice long sausage. Got a nice sausage. Liberal dousing of flour. Even it off. Just remember, you want to use a little bit more flour than you would think. Work it from the middle, and then when you feel it starting to stick, just tuck it over. Roll it in, a little bit more flour on, but just a little. Now the only problem I have with the Teflon base is they're really nice and easy to come out. If you've done properly, it would be easy to come out anyway. Is that they keep slipping down the side. So I'm going to try something here while I'm with you guys. I'm just going to overlap the top so that it holds it up. And we have a nice deep pan. Let it fall into there, into the pie dish. Try not to let it break like I have just done. And force it up. Cut off the edges. Force it up the sides. Take a little ball of dough, stick it, and then roll it over the edge. So I'm just rolling it over the edge in a nice even manner. Once you have your pie nicely rolled out, a few spikes with the fork. Into your oven, I like to take it to 170, and it'll probably be about 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. Put it on 8, we'll have a look when it gets there. Now you have a bunch of dough here. Right, get the kids, get the cutters out, make some lemon curd cookies. Roll this out a little bit thicker than normal. Cut out your bases. You need bases and then you need tops. So I'm going to make lemon curd cookies. And lay them out on a tray. Right, I'm going to do a little star insert. It's good for the kids for lunch. Brush with some water. I just use water. I'm just going to get nice crystalline. Just the tops. I'm going to sprinkle it with sugar. I have a nice little frosting on. Don't bother about the bottom. The bottom, we're going to fill this up and we're going to have like your old raspberry tart into the oven at 170. Now to make your custard. Milk. Alright, so I've got 750 mils of milk. I've got 80 grams of sugar, 40 grams of butter, and I'm going to boil that in a separate bowl. Put your eggs. This is just a classic way of making custard. I haven't used custard powder in years. So with 4 eggs, let me go through the recipe again. So 750 mils of milk, 40 grams of butter, 80 grams of sugar, 4 eggs, and 40 grams of corn flour. There we go. All right. Put the corn flour together, mix it without dusting your kitchen counter. Mix it until there's no lumps. Okay. Cookies and base are golden brown. Try not to make them golden black. Take them out. I'm going to leave that there to cool. We'll work it just base out here. The milk part. Let that go. Hopefully my milk and sugar and butter is boiling. Put it on the counter. Take up your smooth egg and corn flour mixture. Pour it in. And you'll see it will immediately start thickening up. Give it a good whisk. You know, it's like everything. You might think you stir it and it's mixed, but you want to just give it a good whisk. From there, pour it directly, whilst this is still hot, pour it directly into your tart cake. Smooth it out. Push it to the side. And then fresh cinnamon. So just a good amount of cinnamon. So the skin must be quite hard and chewy, and in the middle must be soft, smooth and silky. Then you've got the perfect milk tart. So from the bench, you put it back in the oven. This will just help that skin forming. And start and leave it in for about 5 minutes. Make it nice and snowy. I dust the cookies with some ice and sugar. Then I'm just going to put them on top of the bases like that. They're still warm, so it'll be warm enough to actually absorb the lemon curd that I made a while ago. Pour it in sour and sweet. And there's our cookie. Okay, so leave it in the oven until it's got a nice skin on it. Okay, put it in the fridge for about 2 to 3 hours. Ice cold, absolutely beautiful.